Okay, boys and girls, third time is the charm. This is my third time making this video. Please, please let it go right. I made the whole last one upside down. Okay. All right, so today we're working on place value. And what you're doing is you are trying to find the value of the underlined digit. Let me move this so you can see a little better. Hopefully you can see a little better. Okay. You're trying to find the value of the underlined digit, okay? All right, so in order to do this, you're going to need a piece of notebook paper to help you, okay? Now, I would suggest using an ink pen only because if you use a pencil and you use it real lightly, you won't be able to see, okay? So my number here is the number 615. Okay, and so I'm going to put number 1 on my notebook paper and circle it, okay? And then I'm going to make my chart. We worked on these last week a little bit, okay? So this is my ones, and this is my tens, and this is my hundreds, okay? I shouldn't have put that there. Blech. Okay, so I'm going to write my number in, and my number is 615. So I start writing back here. I put in my 5, then I put in my tens, and then I put in my hundreds. I put in my ones, then my tens, then my hundreds. So my 5, my 1, and my 6. And my 6 is my underlined digit. So that means that I have 6 hundreds. So on my paper here, I'm going to write 6 hundreds. Let me move over so you can see that. And that would mean that I'd count by hundreds. So if I had 6 of them, I would do 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So 6 hundreds is equal to the number 600. Notice that I have the same number of digits as I do up here, but for my tens and for my ones, I just put a 0 in there because I'm only concerned about the value of the 6. I'm not concerned about the rest of my number. So my 6 here in the hundreds place is worth 600. All right, let's take a look at number 2. Again, I'm going to make my chart, and even though I only have 2 digits showing, I'm still going to make my 3-digit chart. So hundreds, tens, ones, okay, and I start back here with my ones place, so I have a 9 there, and then I fill in the next number, which is a 1, and my 1 is my underlined digit, so that means that I have 110. So I have 110, and if I was counting by tens, I would just say 10, because 110 is equal to 10. Remember when we were using those rods and we had like the tens rods? So that 110 is equal to 10. Okay? Oops, I should have put this was number 2 and drawn a circle on my paper. You have to draw a circle around it or else it might get confused with your other numbers down here. Okay, I'm going to move on. Make a little more room here on my desk. All right, my next number is the number 266. So that's number 3. Draw a circle around it. Make my chart. Hundreds, tens, ones. Okay, and there's my number up there. So I start in the ones place and I fill in my 6, and my 2. Okay, and the 6 in the middle is my underlined digit. So that means that I have 6 tens. So if I have 6 tens, that means I'm counting by tens. That would mean I had 10 of those little rods. So it would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 6 tens is equal to 60. Now I'm going to move on to number 4. Draw a circle around it. There's number 4. Okay, I don't know how well you can see that. Okay, so I make my chart, hundreds, tens, ones. I'm going to fill in my ones place first, so I put my 0 in, and then I put my 7 in, and my 0 is my underlined digit there, and so I have 0 ones, And if I don't have any ones at all, then I can't really count by anything because I don't have anything there to count. So 0 ones is equal to 0. And then let's take a look at number 5. There it is right there. So I'm going to do number 5 on my paper. Draw a circle around it. Make my chart. Hundreds, tens, ones. I didn't cross my T very well. Okay. And so number 5, remember my number was 14. So I start back here in the ones place and I put in my 4. Then I put in my 1. My 4 is my underlined digit. So my 4 is in my ones place. That means that I have 4 ones. And if I have 4 ones, I just count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 ones is equal to 4. And then I'm going to move on to number 6. Here's number 6 on my page. That's the number 69. So I make my chart, hundreds, tens, ones. And I start at the ones place and I fill in the 9. Then I fill in the 6. My 9 is my underlined digit. So that means that I have 9 ones. So I would just be counting by ones. So if I have 9 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 ones is equal to 9. You're going to finish this page like this and do numbers 7 through 16 on a piece of notebook paper. So do you need to do numbers 1 through 6? No, because we've done those together. So you're going to start on your piece of notebook paper with number 7 and draw a circle around it. You're going to make these charts for number 7 through number 16. And you're going to fill it in with what it says here and then the value underneath it. Okay? When you finish, you're going to take a picture, and this is really important. Watch what happens. If I try to take a picture, oops, my camera stand cracked there. Does that look like I have a very good picture? No, I can't see everything in it. It's kind of far away. It's sort of blurry. So you have to make sure that you bring your paper into the view of the camera. And after you take your picture, then you need to make sure that you go back and look at it to be sure that you can actually see. If it doesn't look right, take another picture and do it again, okay? So I'll put directions in for how to submit a picture, but I want you to do this on your notebook paper. Take your picture and then send it in to me through Canvas. All right, thanks, boys and girls.